3, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Some of us only give God thanks when we get an A on the test, or hit a winning home run, or score that touchdown. But what if that never happens? If you don't get that starting position or the lead in the song or the director of a club, what do you do? Verse 6 says, answers that question. It says, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. The topic for this morning is God's plan. My first point is the effects of the drum major instinct. In my peer ministry class, we talked about a theory called the drum major instinct. The drum major instinct is our desire to be in top, to be in front. This is good and bad for us. We want to be in the lead, but is that what God is calling us to do? Many wish to be the face of an organization. I can say for myself, being an only child, having the attention is something I've gotten used to. But if God's plan for me is to work behind the scenes, will I listen? Will you listen? We find ourselves becoming a part of many organizations to get recognized for our many accomplishments, aligning ourselves to our true mission. Second point is our plan versus God's plan. We hear a lot of people say, wait and see what God has in store for us. But some of us hear this and think that we can put all our problems under a pillow, and in the morning God will put a blessing in place of all of that mess. It don't work that way. Some of us may have heard this story about a man on the roof. It was flooding one day, and a man sitting on the roof, and a guy in a monster truck pulls by and says, hey, water's rising, I can get you out of here. He says, nah, man, I'm good. I got God on my side. Water rises a little bit more, man in the boat pull up, say, hey, water rises, we need to get up out of here. And I say, I'm good, I got God on my side. Last but not least, the rescue team pull up, and they like, hey, look, we can get you out of here right now. He said, look, I'm good, I got God on my side. So the man ends up drowning, and when he ends up in heaven, he says, God, why didn't you save me? And God said, well, I sent you a monster truck, a boat, and a rescue team. God sends us opportunities to get out of the mess, trials, and circumstances that we are in. But just our belief and love in God is not enough. Because in James 2, verse 26, it states, faith without works is dead. When we follow our plan without God, we find ourselves deeper in the same mess we have been trying to get out of. God gives us the opportunity, and we are to work for it. God always has a plan for us. Jeremiah 29, verse 11 states, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Whose plan will you follow? Well. And the last and third point is, it's not about you. Remember, we are here for a purpose. We should live in God's image. We must love one another as he has loved us. In Luke 9, verse 23, it says, If anyone will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. We are to give ourselves away to him. Our goal is to one day be with the Father. And how can we do that without Jesus? John 14, verse 6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. We are to follow God's plan, for his way is the only way. It's not about you. And on that Good Friday, Jesus knew his part in the world. He followed God's plan. The night before he had taken the cross, he asked God to spare him from that pain, but said, Lord, let your will be done. After dying on the cross, on the third day, he rose from the dead, just as God planned it. We are to follow in Jesus' example and let God's will be done. That's God's plan. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen.